Hey Sean, we're going to make a Badlands base today. I've already pushed some green stuff onto the base. The ground cracks are made with crackle paint. If you apply a thin amount in an area, you'll get little teeny cracks. Thicker blobbed on amounts are going to get you the thick cracks, like over on this side. So first you roll a snake out of green stuff and lay it on and begin pushing from opposite sides to create a ridge and a slope. Sand is like water. When wind blows over the surface, it tends to build wave-like structures. These wave structures will be roughly parallel to each other, showing the direction the wind blew them in. When working with soft green stuff, use water to keep your tool wet so it doesn't stick. Push smaller waves into each other, roughly parallel to the ridge. The smooth, rounded end of a brush makes for a great tool working with green stuff. You can see the air flows in this direction.
Always keep your tool wetted and push. Try not to drag too much.
For a little variety, you can make little spurs of sand waves branching off.
Here I push deep, and change the direction, and then feather it out a little bit. You can create another. Again, they're not perfectly parallel, but they're clearly being pushed by the same air currents. Now these things are not going to be, one thing you have to be eventually careful of is you don't want the angle or the trough to be too deep.
Or the tops of the ridges to be too sharply pointed. This flat-headed rubber sculpting tool is also useful for this process. Careful to keep the waves flowing, curvy, no straight lines. The green stuff is really good for creating volume, but it can be quite time-consuming to sculpt all the waves in green stuff. To speed things up, I often use modeling paste from Liquitex. I use both green stuff and modeling paste. The green stuff to get the mass laid in.
So you kind of blop it on.
The paste will retain most of its mass. It does have a little bit of shrinkage.
Now you can make some of these troughs and parallel like waves with the paste just as you apply it.
A wetted brush can be very useful in smoothing out harsh edges and rough areas. As you can see, the process is faster with brushes and the paste. You just don't get the volume that you can get with the green stuff sometimes. That's why I use both together. In a very flat area of the base, you can put a thin layer of the paste. Then you come back with the back end of a brush, and you can put in some really fine ripples and waves for the sand. Makes for a nice variety. So Sean, once you're happy with it, just let the paste dry for 4 or 5 hours. Then you prime it and paint it, and that's all there is to it.